Hi everybody! Today I wanted to film a video on my everyday skincare routine, and I also wanted to do a review on the website feelunique.com. They were kind enough to send me some products a little while ago that I had heard about. I wanted to do a review on them and the products that they sent. So I'm just going to jump straight into it and also talk about products that I've used for a really long time that are staples in my skincare routine and stuff like that. When it comes to cleanser, I like it to be thoroughly cleansing. I like it to be deep cleansing. Deep cleansing is a big deal for me because when you wear makeup, makeup goes into your pores and that is going to mix with the natural oils and sebum and stuff like that that your skin produces. And if you don't clean all of that out, that is going to create blackheads and spots and stuff like that. So I like it to be very deep cleansing, but I like it to also be gentle. I don't want it to be abrasive and make my skin feel like, it's peeling or anything like that, because sometimes when cleansers are too harsh on the skin, they can feel almost like they're burning. So the cleanser that feelunique.com sent me is the Balancing Lime Blossom Cleanser. I'll read you what's on the back and then I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like. This Balancing Lime Blossom Cleanser deep cleanses the skin. This is what we talked about earlier. I like deep cleansing products, and effectively removes the buildup of daily skin pollutants and makeup. That is extremely important to anybody who likes makeup, who wants their skin to be nice, stuff like that. You are not going to get nice skin if you focus too much on the makeup and not enough on the removing of the makeup, if you see what I mean. Unique in texture and specifically designed for combination or congested skin types. That is my skin type, it's combination. I wouldn't say it was congested because I don't have bad skin, it's not covered in blackheads and whiteheads and spots and stuff like that, but it is combination. The active extracts of lime blossom, lecithin, vitamin E and F help balance excess surface oils and soothe the skin, revealing a clean and radiant complexion. This product does what it says on the bottle. I've been using it for over a week and it hasn't made me broke out. It does remove all of my makeup. I don't find that I need to go back over it again. Some cleansers I find don't cleanse well enough. This one does really, really well. So does the Eve Lom cleanser. That's the same process. It just really deep cleanses and removes all traces of your makeup. And I hate going to bed with makeup on, so deep cleansing is a must for me. I do enjoy how it leaves my skin feeling. It feels clean, but not like squeaky clean, like when you use soap in the shower and then you need to put moisturizer on because it feels so weird. It does say to apply morning and night with a light fingertip massage. And I wouldn't say I massage, but I do work it into the skin. And it doesn't lather, obviously, because it doesn't have a sulfate in it to lather, but it does really work into the skin and it feels very nice on the skin. The thing with Elemis is that it is quite expensive, but it lasts a really long time. I've been using this for a week and you can see how much I've only used, like that teeny weeny little bit, because you don't really need to use that much. So I do like this cleanser quite a lot. I'm really enjoying it. I would say that I prefer my Eve Lom cleanser, but I think that's only because I've been using it for so long and I know how reliable it is. The Eve Lom cleanser has exfoliating beads and stuff like that, and if you like exfoliating, then I would say that you'd probably need to find a combination of exfoliating and cleansing all in one product. So, that would be great if this could have an exfoliant in it, but other than that, I do really like it. When it comes to toner, I really don't want it to be astringent, I don't like it being abrasive, I just want it to do what it says or what it claims to do, i.e. tone. I just don't like it when you get that burning feeling. Soothing apricot toner. And what I do really like about this is the fact that it has a spray top. Can you see that? It's like a little spray. So you don't have to do that and everything. You can just spray it on your face, like the Evian face spritzing thing. It's very similar to that. It's very cooling, it's very soothing. It does say that it's very soothing, and it is. I don't feel like it's going to hurt my skin or anything. But what I do really enjoy about it is how I don't have to go around with the same cotton pad and then getting a new one out. I just have to spray it on my face and then wipe off with one cotton pad, and that removes any excess cleanser, and it also makes sure that if there if there is any like vague traces of makeup, then it is all gone. And I do like that product a lot. It's very gentle, and if you don't have sensitive skin, this probably wouldn't be the best product for you. If you suffer from breakouts, again, it will be good because it's soothing and it will probably calm your skin down very, very well. It will balance the whole pH level of your skin and stuff like that. I'm 20 years old and I stopped breaking out badly when I was about 18. and now I just get the occasional few, so I don't really need a product that's going to like wipe them out because I can kind of deal with them when they're there. Finally, we want to move on to moisturiser. I am a big moisturiser fan. I feel that you need to always have a really good day cream and a really good night cream. And you don't even necessarily need to buy a specific day cream and a night cream. You can just buy one light moisturiser for day and one heavier, deeper moisturiser for night. These come together in a pack, which number one is really good value for money because night creams are incredibly expensive. Sometimes, like even one this size, and that's not even that big if you compare it to the size of the toner. Sometimes they can cost up to like £50, and that is just insane for a deep moisturiser. But these came together in a pack. I think that's number one, a really good saving, but also if it'd been a bad product, I would have been quite disappointed because I would have felt like, well, you know, maybe it's a con, you know, they're just trying to get rid of an excess product that they don't need, maybe they've got too much stock of. But so far, I am really enjoying both of these. I do prefer the night cream to the day cream, and I think that's because I have an all-time favourite moisturiser, and that's the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturiser. I've had this since Christmas last year, and I still have about that much product in. And number one, this is £19, and it's lasted me nearly, like, what, 10 months? 9 or 10 months? And that's a really long time for a moisturiser. So for a start, it's a really good value product. On top of that, it's never made me break out. It's got a gorgeous feel on the skin. And overall, when I apply it after getting out of the shower and stuff like that, my makeup always goes on really smoothly. And so I'd say that this is definitely better than this one. Number one in terms of money, and number two in the actual effects. But there's nothing actually wrong with this product. I would say it doesn't have any bad sides. I just actually prefer my own Kiehl's one. I think maybe with moisturiser they could have offered a little more in the packet. I find it annoying when they put 200 millilitres of toner and 50 millilitres of moisturiser when you're probably most likely to use more moisturiser than toner, so I find that a bit irritating. But I do like the product on the whole. However, I really do really like the night cream. I am a big fan of the Eve Lom night cream. I find it's not even a night cream, it's actually just their moisturiser, but it is so heavily moisturising that I couldn't use it in the day. It would just like grease up my skin, I find. Like if you look at the consistency of the product, it's just a very deep cream. It's very similar to like creme de la mer, stuff like that. It's very similar consistency, except it's packed with natural oils, botanical oils, things that are going to heal and soothe your skin. And the good thing about my Eve Lom moisturiser is that when I wake up in the morning, my skin looks really fresh and nice. So, you know, sometimes when you wake up in the morning and you're blotchy and puffy and your skin kind of just looks weird and you sort of want to go and splash your face with cold water because it just looks odd. This totally gets rid of that effect. I always wake up now with nice skin, ready for the day. It doesn't look bad. I just want to go and have a shower and then start my daily skincare routine. And this has a similar effect. Obviously, I've been using this one for much longer and therefore I trust this one a lot more. But that's the same with every product. Once you start using it for a long time, you will find, you'll probably enjoy it as much. I, again, just wish there was more in this. I think that while this is 50 millilitres and so is this is such a thicker consistency that you need to use a small amount. Whereas with this, it's much more of a gel base, I suppose, and therefore I find that I might need to use more to get the same effect, and therefore I'll run out of this a lot faster. And I'd rather that they put maybe 100 millilitres and it might last the same amount of time as this one. But I do really like the way that it says on the back that your skin will awaken rested, renewed and feeling replenished, because it does. When I wake up in the morning, I do have that nice effect where my skin the overall tone is very even and I don't break out and it doesn't look like I'm tired and blotchy and anything like that. So I do like these products. Overall, I really do like the products that feelunique.com sent me. What I do like about feelunique.com on the whole is that, number one, they're based in Jersey, which is like some tiny island in Britain, like off the coast of Britain. Obviously, it's not in Britain, that would just be weird. But they have free worldwide delivery, which when you're ordering from America or Canada or, within Europe and stuff, it's a really big help because, number one, you have to pay for tax usually. And then shipping plus tax, that can sometimes go up to like $50. And you don't have to pay for any of that. They pay for it, and that's a really big plus sign in my opinion, and I wish that more stores from the US would do that. They also have loads and loads and loads of products on there, like over 12,000 or something, which is actually really good for a company based in Jersey. I'll put the website in the bottom bar. And I do really like their website. They obviously stock Elemis and Dermalogica and Clarins, and they also do a lot of Elemis body products, which I'm a big fan of. Love Elemis body products. I really like their ginger salt scrub thingy. But I do like Feel Unique on the whole. They're a really good company, and when I was dealing with them, they were very quick with their posting. You know, they send it all by special delivery and stuff. It was very nice to deal with such an efficient company who obviously take the consideration to deliver to their customers, and they are much more concerned with the welfare of their customers than I think quite a lot of other online companies are. I just wanted to share that with you guys because when I find good websites, I like to share them with you guys. And you know, I'm very lucky that Feel Unique were kind enough to send me these products because I also really like them on the whole. I'd say out of 10, I'd give the products a 9 because the only downside is like the size of the moisturisers, and that's about it. Because obviously I like them quite a lot, but I wish there was more. That is my everyday skincare routine. Those are the products that I've been using. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe and leave a comment and stuff. I do like reading all your comments and stuff. And if you have an everyday skincare routine and you have a camera, please film it and post it as a video response. I like watching them. They make me happy. Other than that, I hope you guys are well, and I will talk to you soon. See you guys later. Bye.